Welcome back, everyone. It is day 2 of our trip on Utopia of the Seas, and we have officially arrived at the Bahamas. Before soaking up some sun, we actually head over to Spare Tire, which is a brand new food truck at sea over on the pool deck. Since this ship is being offered as the party cruise, we figured we might as well join the party, just a little silently. But the party doesn't stop there. We finished the night off with 2 shows, including an incredible song and dance performance, followed up by Aqua 82, which might possibly be my favorite show on any cruise line.
Good morning from our second day here on Utopia of the Seas. We are sitting in our little cubby looking out over Central Park right now. It isn't quite the same vibe that you get when you have a balcony overlooking the ocean or anything like that, but that's okay. We can see some sunshine coming through just a little bit. We see people dressed up very nice today. Maybe they're going to some nice brunches or lunches. But either way, let's talk a little bit about what the plans are for the day. Now for today, we do have a few things we are looking to do, and first and foremost, we are here at Nassau. It isn't a great port in my opinion. The shopping gets a little repetitive and kind of like a lot of haggling and things like that, but if you've never been, it's definitely a port that you're going to want to get off, go check it out. You could definitely go over to like Atlantis. There's a few other excursions in the area that I think are fun and worth it, but it's definitely a good day if you want to hang out on the boat with a little bit less crowds. It's definitely a great day to do so. A lot of people tend to stay on the boat for today, so it's not going to be the most cleared out, but it definitely will have, you know, a little less crowd level around just in general. Obviously Coco Cay, a lot of people are getting off the boat. Great island, great port. But also tonight we have the Caribbean dinner, I believe, so I'm really looking forward to that. I loved it on Allure of the Seas. We then have 2 shows we are watching tonight for sure. We have the Aqua show over at the Aqua Theater, which I think is like 80s themed, maybe. I don't really know all the details to it, but looking forward to it. And then we also have the All In show. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's something that I didn't see on Allure of the Seas. So something new to try, really looking forward to that, and then we'll kind of just hang out today. Now for anybody that hasn't cruised before, especially with Royal, we'll show you a little bit about how it works with breakfast. Again, all the breakfast is gone now. We had it all this morning, but we do have our bananas. I like to just have bananas throughout the day, so we ordered a few extra just to kind of have. Also, they're pretty small, funny enough, but either way, just so you understand how the breakfast menu works, what you actually do is you're going to come down here, put your stateroom, the number of guests, and then what time you actually want it delivered. I will tell you, it tends to be towards the front of that time frame. That's what I've noticed. So if you choose 8:30 to 9, it will actually come closer to 8:30, at least from what I've seen. I don't want to say that I guarantee that, but it is something that I've noticed. And then over here, you mark how many that you want. So if you want an apple juice, you don't just put like an X. If you do that, I think they'll just bring you 1, but you would put the actual number. It does say up there, indicate desired quantity for each item. So if you just kind of read it, it tells you exactly what you're doing. And you need to have it out there by 3 a.m. it says, just so that way they can get all of the orders in and ready to go. And then you can go through. There is the premium paid option over here if you guys want some of those. So the scrambled eggs, the omelets, things like that. You do have to pay the service fee, but you can get kind of as much as you want from that side as well, just to note. But either way, everything else that's like in like the white section over here on the left is all included. Those are also your alcoholic drinks if you want a Bloody Mary or a mimosa. So that is kind of how breakfast works. Then you'll hang this on your door before 3 a.m. They'll come around, they'll take these, and then your breakfast is delivered. I know a lot of you guys know, so this is probably just repetitive for most of you guys, but those that don't cruise or don't really know that this is an option, it is something that I feel like is very nice, especially if you just want to eat breakfast in your room.
We are finally back on the deck, and like I said, a lot of people are staying on the boat today. It is definitely one of those ports where it's just a good time to hang out by the pool out here. I just don't think Nassau really gets that attention that it once used to, honestly. This is really weird. The last time we were out here, all of this was trees, and like there were some homes, or kind of like, I don't know if they were homes or abandoned, but all the way down there, you can see it looks like it's been completely demolished. So I don't know if they're adding like another port for a cruise to come in, like another kind of location, or if they end up redoing it completely, but the entire strip is gone. That's crazy. But you can see how blue the water is out there. There's Atlantis all the way down there. But wow, I think I'm really shocked about that. Now, if you guys didn't know, this cruise is kind of known as like this crazy weekend party cruise. And up here, they typically have the DJ when they are DJing. I don't know what time they're coming out today, but the whole vibe is to hang out by the pool, enjoy your time, and just like live it up for a few days. I'm gonna go over to the other side. It looks like we have a Carnival cruise, and it looks like a Disney cruise, and maybe one more over on the other side. And there it is. We have a Carnival ship right next to us. I don't know which one this is. It looks a little bit shorter, which makes me think it's a little older. But you do have the Disney ship over there, which looks to be pretty much on par with the one we're on right now as far as height goes. So I don't know what they actually are on. I think the Wish was leaving from Port Canaveral yesterday when we were leaving. So maybe that's the Wish. Maybe they're following our path here, but I do see Disney, like I said, Carnival right here, and then there's another one on the other side. I don't know which one that is. It looks a little bit smaller as well, but a little bit bigger than Carnival's. So I think Carnival's is the smallest of these four that are lined up. Now we're gonna go ahead, find a spot up here, and we're gonna just hang out by the pool for a little bit. Again, you can see how busy it is on this ship right now. People are definitely staying on board, like I mentioned. So we're gonna find a spot here just so you guys can get a look at the other side. This is the other side of the pools now. So we have one here, we have the splash pad over there. You can see the line for the slides. Very busy up here right now. I don't think there's very many people that got off the ship here. I was looking over at Carnival and there wasn't a lot of people on there. So I think a lot of people over at Carnival actually got off, at least from what it looks like. And then the Disney ship looks to have a lot of people on theirs still as well. That's crazy. There's like nobody there by the pool. So many open spots. I don't know if there's just like not a lot of people there in general, or if just a lot of them are on the island. This is kind of nice up top here, right underneath the slides. You actually have a few available kind of seating arrangements here. It's a little bit out of the sun, so if you're trying to soak up some rays, maybe not the best spot to do so, but you get a beautiful view from up here. Now that we've got a spot here, again, we've got all of our sunscreen. Something you've got to keep in mind, there's typically a breeze that is always hitting you while you are on the cruise, but just make sure while you are feeling okay, those sun rays will cook you fast. So always make sure you have a little bit of sunscreen on when you are outside. It will save you. You don't want to be miserable and red as a lobster on day one. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sunscreen on myself, and we're just gonna hang out and enjoy these rays. They're jet skiing right next to the boat. I feel like that's close. Here on Utopia, they have a new kind of quick service, quick grab option called the Spare Tire, and it has these kind of taquitos and some kind of like handheld items. You're not going up and ordering, you just go, they kind of refill it, and you just grab it in a bag and kind of just eat it, I guess. And we're gonna try them out for you guys. It's something brand new to the Oasis class ships here. I don't even know if it's on any of the other ones. I don't know if they've added it or not, but I do know for Utopia, this is something that I know for now is brand new. So we'll see at some point if it goes on the other Oasis class ships, but we're gonna try out some of the items here, at least the more popular items, which are these tornadoes here, which look pretty good,
Smell pretty good, and I'm gonna guess they're gonna be, like I said, a lot like a taquito that you might find at like a 7-Eleven or something. We're gonna try this out. I think this is the pizza one. They're not labeled on here. I thought they would be. There's like a little like checklist on the back. You know, they're not bad for a little quick grab and go. You get a little bit of that pizza flavor. I think it definitely reminds me a lot of those taquitos you might just grab from a 7-Eleven roller. But it's not bad. If you're just looking for like a quick bite, grab and go, I'd recommend. And they've got them, they're hot over there. I feel like every single one was warm, so I can at least appreciate that. But the pizza one, decent flavor. I feel like the beef's gonna be a little bit better though.
That tastes a lot like a Totino's pizza roll. I do love a good pizza roll. The consistency of the pepperoni is a little weird to me, but I feel like for this being right next to the pool, it's super easy to just grab like a quick snack while you're relaxing. Especially since you can't bring like towels into the windjammer, just grab a snack and keep hanging out by the pool. So not bad.
I would have to say, I think I like the pizza one a little bit more, but the beef one's not bad. It kind of tastes a little bit like fake-ish beef to me, but that's what you're expecting when you get those taquito things. So like Nicole said, though, I think this is a great option because, yeah, when you come into the windjammer, you can't like be wearing a towel. You have to kind of like dress back up a little bit, just put like on your like shirt. You can come in your swim trunks, but like they're just kind of weird about like the whole towel situation. So you can kind of like have it over your shoulder, but it can't be like your cover up, I guess, if that makes sense. So being able to grab this, go sit back at your spot, eat by the pool, I think is actually a huge win. And they're definitely good. I wouldn't give them like a 10 out of 10 or anything. I would say, you know, they're probably a good 7 to 8 out of 10, to be honest. I do think that pizza one is a little bit better over the beef one, but the beef one's still not bad.
It's giving more like bean than beef, in my opinion. Not a bad flavor, but I do prefer the pizza as well.
I kind of like the spot we have, so you can see a lot of the excursions going out down there. So there's a boat. We saw 2 more boats come by. I've seen a jet ski. Again, still super weird that they just went ahead and like took out everything over there. Oh, there is another jet ski all the way out there on the other side of the island, if you can kind of see it. But it's cool. You know, I like this view. Again, you can see Atlantis. And Atlantis, though it looks close, it is not very close. I think it is still about a 20 or 30 minute boat ride over there. Maybe a taxi. Taxi might be a little bit shorter, but I think you can take a boat ride way out in the distance. There's actually a boat that's going all the way out there. Now, either way, we have one more item we want to try for you guys here, and it is the raspberry cheesecake mini chimneys. So this is gonna be interesting. But it's El Monterey, isn't this? It's like a brand,
right?
Is it? I feel like I've seen this in like Publix before.
Maybe. So it is like a puff pastry, like a raspberry cheesecake filling with some like sugar, but it's warm, and I'm a little nervous about it being warm because I don't like love the warm fruits, but we'll see. So it's not bad. I personally don't love it. Super artificial, like tasting in the raspberry, and then the cheesecake's a little lackluster in flavor. So I don't know if you're gonna love this one.
No, I am gonna try this. I don't love cheesecake. I thought you would like it a little bit more, but that's too bad. It smells like fried, like it smells very fried. And I mean, the other two are fried. I mean, it's like a fried taquito roll. So I mean, you're expecting that, but super fake. Yeah, that tastes like a very, very fake filling. I don't really like this. I don't know if I would recommend this one. Both taquitos, I think, are great, just grab and go options. The beef one is still good. The pizza one is still good. I don't know if there's more, because if you look at the back here, you can see that there's a bunch of different flavors. And if it wants to focus, maybe it doesn't. Okay, well, it's not gonna focus. But there's a bunch of different flavors here. You have breakfast ones, there's 4 of them. There's all day ones, there's 4 of them. The cheesy pepperoni, cheesy pepper jack, the beef steak and cheese, Western style chicken, and then a bunch of different like egg ones for breakfast. So I wonder if there's egg ones in the mornings. I mean, it's, I don't know, 1 or 2 right now, so I didn't really know that there was gonna be different options. But either way, I don't know if I would recommend this one here, but definitely the other 2 I think are good options. I'm gonna assume the breakfast ones are probably pretty good too.
Now another option you do have for food is El Loco Fresh. This was a smaller area on the Allure, definitely a bigger area over here. feels like you've got a lot more customization here. We did talk about it a little bit from day one, but you can come in and kind of either make your own tacos, burritos, whatever it might be. It's kind of cool, so I like that, but they also have pre-made ones, and I'll show you as we kind of go down the line here. You can kind of see what they've got. Something else that I really like about El Loco Fresh is the kind of theming. So even the plates here have that kind of like fun Mexican vibe. You can see over there, it's the Cantina Fresca for their bar. It's just well themed, and I really like that. Like I said, over on Allure, it was kind of small. You couldn't really get the theme too much, and they kind of worked with the space that they have. Definitely made it a lot bigger. Here it was way busier earlier around that lunch, like crowd rush. Now it's a little bit tamed down, so we got in pretty quick. Now, one unfortunate part is Nicole is not really liking it. I'm not very hungry. I ate quite a bit of those taquitos there, those tornadoes, but you can see kind of in here the cheese isn't even really melted. It still looks like it's like shredded, so I wish they would have melted a little bit more. She said the flavor on the rice isn't great, but she doesn't really like those quesadillas and the pork. I don't know. Why don't you just give us your review? It might be a little better.
Definitely don't mean to like be so picky as I'm being today, but the cheese kind of had like a weird flavor, and it's really, really, really thick. So I'm just not really loving this today, which is a shame because I remember I liked the quesadillas on the Allure ship. So it could just be like a bad batch today, or maybe I'm just like not totally in like the food mood, but I'm just not loving anything we've had today, unfortunately.
Yeah, I will say nothing has tasted super good. I will say the tornadoes, though, overall were pretty good, and probably the best thing we've had today. The breakfast was all right, and the best thing I had for breakfast was the Frosted Flakes and milk, which that's Frosted Flakes. It's not really theirs here for Royal. And this tornadoes, like I said, were pretty good. At least the pizza one, I would have given maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. The beef one, probably like a 7 out of 10. Everything else has been a little lackluster today. Could just be kind of a weird day of cooking or whatever it might be. We're getting in just right after the lunch crowd because it was quite busy. So I don't really know what's going on, but hopefully dinner is a little bit better. Maybe we try something else before then. But as of now, yeah, we're kind of striking out with some of the food as of the second day here on Utopia.
What animal did we get today? It looks like, is it like a pig?
That's what I kind of thought it was, maybe.
I don't really know.
That was like a
Oh,
snout,
look at this.
right?
Here's our Coco K itinerary for tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the private beach again, but it looks like there's quite a bit of fun stuff.
All right, now that we are all finished up with our pool time, we are over here at the Schooner Bar, and we're going to do some trivia right now. So it just says Trivia at 5. I have no idea what it is, but we're going to figure it out. Are you ready to start? Here we go. Question 1.
In 1903, who in 1903 was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize?
Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in 1903? Oh, we're cooked. Do you guys know when the Berlin Wall was taken down? I think so, 1942. I don't know. I have zero clue. I'm just throwing a dart at that point. And then it was, what is the periodic symbol like AU? Gold. So we know that one. I don't think we're going to do very well on this one. We struggled pretty hard. We are almost done. I think we've gotten maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Nicole's done well. Not me. But I will say, do you guys think an insect is an animal? We looked it up. It technically is, but like, I wouldn't classify.
6.
Right? Oh, 6 color M&Ms? Good job.
Thanks.
Right here.
I know the candy question.
Of course. But yeah, do you guys consider an insect an animal? Because it says online that it is, but I don't know if I would say it is. Like, it's an insect. I don't know. Or did I say an insect an animal? Yeah, but I mean a mosquito. But is a mosquito, I think I'm asking is an insect an animal. You guys know what I'm saying. Is a mosquito an animal because it's an insect? What was the question?
I literally wrote cubism. I go, that's not real, and I crossed it out.
What was the question?
What type of art movement did Picasso help found?
Oh, no.
Giving it to me because I wrote it.
Take it, right? Take it.
Look.
You scratched it out.
Cubism. I go, that's not real, and I scratched it out. I'm so dumb.
Alright, somebody said they got 16 and that's the highest, so at least that's more believable. Nobody lied. There's no way everyone got 20 on that one. Now that we are all finished up with trivia, which is actually just right inside that door, the Schooner Bar is right off to the left there, we found out that the carousel is free. So if you guys are interested, you guys are more than welcome to come ride the carousel. Nicole is on there right now. It's a pretty small one to be fair, but it is included. Seems like there are a lot of adults on here today enjoying the free carousel. But either way, there you go. You guys can check that out. We also will be checking out Playmakers. I think tomorrow we'll be coming over here to Playmakers, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you guys can see everything else that we don't cover through the rest of today. We are also going over to Coco Cay, enjoying a perfect day at Coco Cay over there. Did you love it?
Candles. I love this so much. Gave Magic Kingdom vibes.
Now, considering this is kind of a party-style cruise, wouldn't it make sense to go to a party?
It would make the most sense on this party style cruise.
It would. So right here we have the Family Shush Resolution Party that just started a few minutes ago. Nicole thinks that this is a silent disco style, so we're gonna go in and check it out. I didn't think so, but I guess considering it says shush, probably makes sense. And I don't hear anything going on, but it is here in Studio B, so it might be a silent disco in here. Oh yeah, this is definitely a silent disco style. Let's go get our headphones, Nick. So this is actually the ice skating rink, but they put something on top, I believe, so now we can actually stand on it. You can feel it is a little chillier in here right now. Do you hear the chicken dance? This one's no good. I gotta switch down. Okay.
I'm on fire. Fireball.
Oh, there it is. No one's dancing. Where's all the dancing? What else do I got? I got the chicken dance is still going on. I have the chicken dance still.
What?
I can still get the chicken dance. I got, I think Maroon 5.
What do you think?
This is probably real weird for you guys. You're just like, what am I watching?
What color?
Well, I'm on blue. Call me maybe.
Blue? What color?
Yeah, blue. Yeah. So call me maybe. Nope. We're picking up the crowd.
Do you remember it?
I don't think she knows the chicken dance.
Really?
Put on Rebecca Black again. Here we go. Friday. Is it Rebecca Black? I don't know.
What am I missing?
It's Taylor Swift.
What?
It's Taylor Swift. I'm blue.
Young man.
I don't know.
I don't know the words anymore.
She doesn't realize how loud she is, but nobody does. That's the best part about a silent disco over here. It's fun. So there are 3 channels, so you could see you either get red, green, or blue, and depending, you could see what everybody's listening to. It is a lot of fun. This is a family one, so I think it's kind of family-friendly songs. Lots of kids in here for this one. I don't think there's too many, but you can hear people yelling and singing. It's funny. All right, now that we are all wrapped up with our party, we're gonna head over to dinner. Now, like I was just saying, this is kind of a party cruise, so we went ahead, did a little party there, but I do want to talk about that very briefly. We'll have a full video on our thoughts on the cruise afterward, but just to kind of talk about it just a little bit. And I just want to kind of point out very briefly, so this is definitely advertised more as kind of this weekend party style vibe. So the music around the boat, kind of the entertainment, things like that, it all kind of pertains to being more party-esque versus kind of more like Caribbean-esque, if you would kind of imagine typical cruises. So again, we'll talk a little bit about it, but it is definitely more of a party environment through and through all over the boat. And there are these parties that kind of pop up all over the place, different places like that. I think there's a toga party tomorrow, but yeah, lots of parties. You'll see it inside of the app, which I don't feel like they have those same things kind of as consistently on their other ships. Now, like I said, we are heading over to dinner, and tonight is a taste of the Caribbean dinner. So the chef's recommendations are that crispy coconut jumbo shrimp, and then for your entree, a jerk seasoned pork chop, and for dessert, the pineapple sunshine cake. And there are kind of your options throughout. Again, like I was mentioning, anything that has this little symbol there are things that are served every single night. So we tend to try and avoid those just because we want to try new things. So again, we'll see what we end up going with. But it definitely looks very, very similar to what we were having on Allure. So I don't know how much they changed things up. There's a few things I'm looking at that might be slightly different. But but an overall consensus is it does feel pretty similar between all of their ships, or at least the ship classes. So like the Oasis class ships, I'm assuming all use kind of the similar menu. And I would assume all of them are kind of honestly the same between all of their ship classes too, just because they probably want to keep all the same items circled throughout. Now we are heading over to our seat. Again, we are off to the right. It is 928, kind of around this bend here. And we are here just a few minutes early. And here we go, 927, 928. Now the theme for tonight was white. I didn't have an all white shirt, so mostly white with a little bit of blue on there. So trying to hold the theme. And I think my pants are like a white or kind of a beige, so trying my best. It is for the Mediterranean kind of Caribbean style here, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Nicole is a little off on her. She's got white and she's got the white headband, but she is a base blue here tonight. I don't think you have a white dress today, do you? I don't think you brought one.
I have 2 white dresses at home. I didn't bring either of them.
Yeah, and it's hard because we've talked about it. We don't always know what the themes are. We looked the night before, but I think you start to get it a little bit in advance. We just didn't look, but I think you can see like what the themes are for each dinner, and now we know. But either way, the bread looks to be the same for tonight. I went with the water because I didn't love the tea yesterday. Looks like Nicole has a Diet Coke there. And yeah, we'll let you know what we end up ordering here. If I'm not mistaken, this was my favorite night last time when we did Allure, so we'll have to see if we get the same thing or not. Now Nicole and I both got tacos, so we have nothing different here as far as what we'll obviously share with you guys, but I think I got these last time, but they do look a little different. I'm getting a very strong onion scent with these, so hopefully it's not too oniony and our breath isn't reeking of onion for the rest of the night.
There's something crunchy on top. It's like a little too crunchy for me, but great flavor. We loved them last time, but they taste a little bit different. Just more like a sweet and sour type sauce this time.
So I tried mine, and I think they're like bao tacos of sorts. So you get like that bao consistency. It's a lot more oriental tasting than the last ones that we got. Very strong on kind of that oriental, like sweet and sour sauce. And there is like some weird crunchies up there. I thought I like chipped a tooth or something because like I crunched into it. It's very loud. I would say overall the flavor is not bad. It's not as good as the last ones that we got though, for sure. The ones we had the last time were like super, super good. These are good. Not my favorite. I think they're just a little too sweet with that sweet and sour sauce style that they're using on here. Again, not bad, but not my favorite. And like I said, definitely preferred the last ones. So this is funny. Nicole wanted to see if the menu was the same. And I'm looking at my old video. So this was from our Allure video. This was the day that we went to Hideaway Beach. So they did switch up what days you do the menus. But yeah, if you look, everything is exactly the same from this sailing to our current sailing. So they do use everything the exact same. And even these bao tacos are the same, but they taste different. And I don't know what it is. I don't remember having that much sweet and sour last time, so I don't know if we're just noticing it more now, or maybe because I hadn't cruised in a while, it was Nicole's first time cruising. Maybe we didn't like realize, but they definitely don't seem as good as the first time through. Here is my chicken dish, and then Nicole did the pesto, and actually got a side chicken breast to kind of add in there. She likes pesto, so I think it's kind of a good option, and instead of kind of ordering two complete things. Oh, well, that was nice. They ended up cutting it up, but yeah, we just ended up getting a side chicken breast so she could put it in her pastas, so that should be pretty good. I've been loving these Indian dishes, and another one tonight. I'm gonna definitely pig out on this. Looks great. Yesterday, I think it's gonna be hard to beat though. That curry was fantastic. I don't remember getting that the first time though, so we'll have to see how this compares, but I'm gonna say yesterday's is probably gonna be my favorite dish that I've had on both of our Oasis class ships. All right, so we have eaten quite a bit here, and I just wanna give a little bit of a review. So my chicken dish was good, not as good as yesterday's. That curry yesterday was so good. That was like a 10 out of 10. This is still very good. I'd give it like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Still very, very delicious. Loved it. Kind of comes with everything the same. Like it came with this pita, the same thing. It came with the same bread. Like all pretty much exactly the same, except the chicken and the curry style that it was cooked in is different. Even like the rice and everything was pretty much the same. When it comes to Nicole's dish, I'll let you listen to what she has to say about it. I don't think she loved it, but let's see.
I did the pesto dish, and they let me add a piece of chicken on top, which thank God, because a dinner is not dinner without protein. But unfortunately, like, to me, it was really, really bland and tasteless. And I do like pesto. and I just didn't really feel like what I was eating had any flavor. And the chicken was like super dry. And sometimes dry chicken just like upsets my stomach. So I kind of stopped eating. But I just really haven't loved anything today that we've eaten, which has been a bummer because there's so many things to try here. So I don't know if I'm just like feeling a little bit off or if just like the kitchen's a little bit off. But I didn't love dinner either.
And I will have to admit, I did try the pesto. I felt like it was pretty flavorless, to be honest. I almost feel like the smell was stronger than the taste, and it was very earthy. And I know pesto is kind of earthy, but like that was almost the only flavor that I got from it. So again, another great dish was this Indian dish. So 2 nights in a row with the Indian options, I think were really good. The pesto, yeah, kind of flavorless. I didn't try the chicken, but I'll take her word for it. Now we did get a suite of desserts here. You see what I did there. So we have the carrot cake, blueberry cobbler, pineapple. It's just a pineapple cake.
A sunshine cake.
Sunshine cake, not an upside down cake. And then what is that one? Just a chocolate
That's
cake?
the royal chocolate cake, yeah.
So they have that every
Cake.
night. Yeah.
Not every night though, but it's like one of their favorites.
Okay, I thought I saw the little symbol next to
Yeah,
it.
the symbol is just like royal fan favorite.
Okay, I thought it meant every night. Either way, Nicole also got a coffee, so we're gonna try these out. We'll let you guys know what we think. But some fun little desserts here. 3 cake options. All right, trying a little bit of everything. I've never tried a blueberry cobbler, and I thought, you know what, let's try it. And we tried that warm dessert earlier. I just don't think I like warm desserts, especially warm fruit-flavored desserts. The top is okay. It's just not my favorite. The carrot cake was actually pretty good, but the consistency is a little weird. Very spongy cake, but I like the flavor. Probably almost the most out of all of this. The pineapple cake over there had some pretty good flavor, but it wasn't super potent with pineapple. Nicole mentioned she thought it was a little bit more coconutty. I'd kind of agreed there. Consistency-wise, it was pretty good though, but a little bit more pineapple would have been nice there. And then the chocolate cake, a little rich, but it was good.
We have 6 executive sous chefs and 1 executive chef. On an average, the team of chefs can prepare 32,000 to 35,000 meals every single day. So let's hear it for your chefs, please.
Let's go! Look at this! We have a piano guy in the elevator.
We're going to 18.
That's-
Should we try?
Oh my gosh, we should try. I feel like there's no way. What are the odds? There he goes. There's not 19th floors, I don't think, but wow, that's cool. Here we go through the elevator. I gotta tell you something about these things real quick, now that we are getting off here. So it's kind of cool. We went to the elevators day 1 and you like picked whatever floor you're going to. And in this situation, it was really nice. Also, I can feel the boat swaying again, so I'm kind of going all over the place again. Hopefully I can walk straight here. Wow, it is moving again. But anyway, so it's nice and convenient when you are kind of the only people there or the only person going, because the elevator goes directly to you. You go right over where you need to go. You don't need to press any buttons when you get in. Takes you right up. Totally good. As I'm walking to my room, I need to show you guys something. Now if you know, you know. Maybe another. How about one more here? Life is better upside down. Oh, and also, if it isn't super apparent. So, as I was saying about the elevators, and then I'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. They're nice and convenient when you are the only one in there. But if you are waiting for people, definitely takes a little bit longer. Let me put my drink down here. Now, as I was saying, for the elevators, I am actually back in the room right now. I need to grab my hoodie. It gets kind of cold in these theaters, but it's nice if you're the only one, like I was mentioning. But once you have a group of people, it can take a very long time. So it actually feels a little bit worse than just jumping in the first elevator and kind of going up to the floor that you need. I do find it to be either really good because you're just like doing it a lot faster, or it's way slower. So it's either like one end versus the other. Now, like I said, I need to grab my hoodie here. Got it. Tampa Bay hoodie, as always. But again, you guys may have seen those signs, and that's kind of the vibe of the cruise, partially. Not totally. I mean, it's not like it's everywhere, but definitely more crazy
if you will. I have seen probably 8 to 10 of the upside down pineapples. If you don't totally understand, and I showed you pretty blatantly what some of them were based on those signs, feel free to look it up. We won't talk about it. It's totally fine, but just letting you know that is something I'm seeing a lot of on this cruise. Kind of interesting to display it like it is there. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's just something to kind of keep in mind. There are definitely different vibes depending, number one, on cruise lines, but number two, on the actual ships that you do choose. And again, I am the last person to judge anybody. I don't care at all. I just think it's very interesting to have it displayed, because also, like, right next to it on the other side, it's like kids signs about like, oh, you know, first cruise ever or whatever. And it's like a little interesting, right? So just something, I guess, to keep in mind. And just so you can understand, so I'm walking back. Here we go. So this is one little upside down pineapple. We're gonna keep walking. Another one right here, full of it there. So that's 2. Then as we come down, we have 3, 4. I'm assuming it's a full group, right? I feel like there's no surprise there. But like I said, the next room over, a little happy birthday. It looks like a kid's room here. You know, candles, a little duck there, and you know, whatnot. And again, there's more decorations throughout. It's just kind of funny. Like I said, another one, 2 more rooms down. Now anyway, we are heading back to the other side of the ship. We are heading down to the Royal Theater to go watch the All In show.
Excuses now, I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's all about. No, we meant to die, but I'm gonna take you all the way. Baby, can't take you all the way. I want you to touch on what you feel. I want you to touch on what you feel. No, if you really need that freedom, come on, honey, tell me so, baby. Please don't stop, please don't stop, please don't stop, please don't stop the music. It's getting late. I'm making my way over to my favorite place. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Wanna fight more. The Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. We're gonna rip it up. Sky full of stars.
know we just finished All In, but now we're making it to the back of the boat for the Aqua show, which is in just 10 minutes, a little back to back. When you only have 3 nights, it's very hard to get everything done. You really have to schedule it pretty heavily every night. Also, Nicole just found a duck that is kind of a keeper hide. We just found it here. So I'm guessing we'll probably end up hiding it again. I don't really have any need for it. We don't really collect them or anything, but we did find it. So I know that's a big thing on cruises for people to like hide ducks around. So we did end up finding one before our cruise was over. Let's see, maybe we hide it in Zoltar over here somewhere. Let's do it. Should we do it up top? Around the corner maybe? Oh no. I don't know if anyone can see it. Hold on. There we go. Duck's there. We'll see if anybody takes it when we're done with the show. Here we go. Our next show, Aqua 82.
I'm just saying, that's what kind of guy I am. Come here. I'll show you how it works. Turn the time switches on. Oh, we didn't put the destination sign on this keypad. Say if you want to see an item, hey, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're gonna have some killer classics right now. bit about the show, but our duck is gone. It was right up there. Somebody has taken it.
We have made it back to the room. Woo, very bright here. I just want to talk a little bit about the show and just kind of decompress the day a little bit. That show was phenomenal. It was super good. Loved the 80s music. The choreography was very cool. Lots of different elements, kept you engaged start to finish. We saw the one on Allure. I thought that one was awesome as well, but this one I think even more so was just like incredible. I've liked all of the shows on this ship in particular a lot. One thing I need to point out though, this is, as I already mentioned, and I showed you guys the upside down pineapple situation, it's a different type of vibe. It's a different type of environment. We had some rowdy, drunk, high people behind us just like yelling, cursing. I'm hoping I have enough footage from it to be able to show you guys with the music because I want you guys to hear those 80s tunes. I think that's kind of what made it so fun and enjoyable, just so you guys could kind of see that. But I mean, over and over, they're yelling. I had somebody's like foot kicking me like directly in the back. Like this guy's pointing and like his hand is right next to me. At one point, he actually hit me in the side of the head, just like pointing and like talking and just yelling. That's a lot of what you're getting. You're getting a lot of really crazy drunk people around. You're getting a lot of like the party scene here. It definitely feels like a party boat. So if you guys are looking for more of that relaxing, vacation-y style Caribbean vibe, I don't know if Utopia is the best option for you. I think if you're looking for more of a party scene, a lot of people that might be a little bit more out there and wanting to get a little bit more crazy, this is probably a better ship for you. I think it's got its certain audience. I do think the shows are fantastic, and there's a lot of kids on this ship too. I don't want to like say it's not like that, but when I'm comparing Allure to this one, I just want to point that out. And we'll have a breakdown video of like everything for cruising, kind of everything that we note with this ship in general. But I just want to talk about it a little bit, and that's kind of why I'm kind of bringing it up. I'm just seeing a lot of it compared to our last one, and we just did it a few months ago. We just did Allure back in like March or April, so it hasn't been that long since we have cruised. And again, it is an Oasis class ship, so I just want to point things like that out as I'm seeing them, so that way you guys are informed on what we're starting to see. So I am seeing a lot of that. Again, it is a shorter trip, so tomorrow is our last day. We are 2/3 through our trip already at this point, but I am seeing a lot of that kind of rowdiness around. I'm seeing a lot of people just getting really drunk, being a little belligerent, and that's okay. I get it. It's kind of that party environment, but I just want to keep that in mind when I am showing you guys these things. I'm trying to keep a lot of it off camera just because I don't think I want to like be showing you all like the people going a little wild. But for the most part, it's still an enjoyable experience. There's nothing wrong. We're having a totally fine time. I just need to show you that there are things going on that maybe we aren't totally covering, and I just want to make sure that is all transparent to you guys. Now, I want to get Nicole's thoughts on that show because she really liked it as well, and I want to hear her input.
Overall, I think that show was like awesome. I mean, I love like Cirque du Soleil style things. And I remember on Allure, this kind of reminded me of like a Cirque du Soleil style show. So this one, it was just upbeat and the music was fun and the dancers were awesome. And I like would highly recommend this for any cruise, any water show. It was so much fun. It was great. And I really liked this one more than the last one. So I'm super glad we did this.
So there you go. If you guys are going to see only one show, and I'm sure you guys will see more, definitely pick to see this Aqua 82 is what it is called. It's like Aqua, then 80, and then TOO, like 2. Really, really good. Really like that show. Probably my favorite that we've seen so far. I think all we have left is a comedy show tomorrow in the evening around like 10:30. So we'll have that in the next video that we do. But yeah, either way, hopefully you guys had a good time with us here today. We are going to wrap up, kind of just hang out for a little bit before we do end up going to bed and having an early morning over at Coco Cay. Very excited. That was our favorite stop last time. It was just our favorite day in general. So it is the perfect day at Coco Cay. I'm really hoping that's what it is this time too. We are going back, like I said, to Hideaway Beach. So we're gonna go redo that a little bit. Just spending some, fun time there. We got it for a lot cheaper this time through. We didn't wait till we were on the boat to book. Also a little tip, make sure anytime you book anything, make sure you do it before you get on the boat because it makes a world of difference in the price tag. So just so you guys are aware, always book anything in advance. You can always cancel it too, I don't think there's any charges, but I would just always recommend that.
Either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video. Take care.